Who could have foreseen this?
Attacks on cargo ships. This is pretty much security correspondent.
Well, I just spoke to a senior U.S. official who confirmed that those airstrikes were in fact in response to Iran firing a one-way attack drone against a Singapore-flagged ship overnight. That ship was trying to leave the Strait of Hormuz. It was passing along the Oman coast, and it
fucking thumbnail. It's titled Super Goal. What the fuck happened?
Of the MOU, the memorandum of understanding, and a brief of the ceasefire. We've heard that there were
channel?
explosions in 3 locations in Surat, Iran. That is a long
Emergency awesome.
Now we have a statement from CENTCOM.
Angry Joe is so cucked over that movie.
Drone and missile storage sites as well as
Yeah, he's fucking gay, dude.
He's been raging on Twitter for the past like 3 days, defending it, even though he gave it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's like, dude.
Past experience would suggest that the strikes are over for now, but it is a strong warning shot across the bow at Iran to get the IRGC under control and to stop firing on ships.
So he admits it's a piece of shit, but he's still fucking defending it.
Jennifer, a warning shot across the bow of Iran. So CENTCOM's already put out this statement suggesting that drone and missile targets have been hit in Iran. The president, we know, is very dedicated to trying to see through the terms of the deal, to see through the MOU. So
I don't know what the fuck happened to that dude.
This is simply a... I don't know.
I swear like he wasn't always that way.
In response to that targeting of that cargo ship, this is basically a slap back in the face, not a resume.
Dude, this is it feels like an endless vortex of just bullshit, and you're dealing with complete and total lunatics. Lunatics.
Not resuming full-on war against Iran at this stage.
I believe that's the case, Will, based on the conversations that I've had. This is to show the Iranian leadership that the U.S. military is still there in the region. We have 50,000 troops. We have 2 aircraft carrier strike groups. That the U.S. military still has the option to resume striking Iran at will. There are still areas along the coast in the Strait of Hormuz, and the IRGC keeps testing the U.S. military and the limits of this memorandum of understanding. And what's clear is there seems to be a breach between the political leadership who signed the MOU and the IRGC leadership. We heard yesterday that CENTCOM was planning to place one of the IRGC commanders in CENTCOM headquarters in Qatar so that they could be side by side to try and mitigate.
When I'm the one that's saying it right, you know we got a problem.
And stop this kind of activity because it's not clear whether it's sanctions from above or whether these are isolated cells. But tonight, the U.S. military struck back at these 3 sites to send a clear message to the Iranians. I don't think either side wants to restart the war, but it shows the U.S. military.
And just one more difference. To your point, what remains a mystery is how coordinated even actions are under the banner of the IRGC. Even if you get the buy-in, senior leadership of the IRGC, what does that leave on the
Okay, so we also had Trump's warning before the U.S. struck Iran right here.
Peter, you just heard that report from Jim Britain. This is going down as we speak. This statement was just put out by CENTCOM, so we're still putting this together. But what do you know, Peter?
Well, Will, we are going to play a soundbite here that is less than an hour old, and when you hear it, you'll realize that President Trump could have said that Iran will find out very soon. Listen to this.
You said that Iran violated the ceasefire. Will they face any consequences?
You'll find out.
Do you consider the ceasefire to still be in place?
I don't.
That is awesome. That's actually awesome that he said that.
You said that Iran violated the ceasefire.
Do you think you'll watch the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms? It's only half-hour episodes.
They took a shot yesterday.
I already watched it, dude.
You've already seen it?
A ship.
Yeah, I already watched it.
Not an allied ship,
what do you
but
think?
a ship, a very expensive ship, and
Yeah.
it was fine.
It's really good.
But it took a little beating. They shouldn't be doing that.
What was your favorite
You'll
part?
Find out.
And
You'll find out.
Will the U.S. respond? What is your message
like
to
favorite
Iran?
character?
You're going to find out.
And we...
By the way.
Favorite character. The fucking Targaryen dude.
All right.
Which one?
He dies.
Spamming the chat.
The one who dies.
Like trying to bait me.
Yeah.
And then I saw you at the end. You're like, I'm going to get.
I think they do so well at casting Targaryens.
You'll never get a 199. I think.
At least for the most part.
Maybe it
Like, at first, Maekar, his brother, like in the first scene, I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be kind of annoying, but he actually plays it so well.
Somebody was like trying.
Yeah, I didn't mind him at all.
It was you, yeah. Okay, I did see it, and I'm like, is this guy like for real? I was like,
and it's cool. I was
like, is this guy for real?
One thing that
or
George
is
is
he, like,
really good at, and
so,
what they do in the show sometimes really
I have
well
already
is
found out less than an hour later. When you go back to last Wednesday, when President Trump was leaving the G7
hint
in
at
Evian, France, and he was defending this
other aspects of lore, like how they brought up the Blackfire Rebellion, like reminiscing on that, which opens up so much lore that goes back like 25 or 30 years in the lore. And it just opens like up so much history. When George does that, he just gives like one line and it opens up so much potential for lore. It's interesting that he did that so early on, and he makes it work and make sense and fit together after all of that.
Like all I saw was
I don't know if he planned it
and
all.
then I'm thinking in my mind like photos of.
Did you watch it with your family?
No, I just watched it by
And so
myself.
because you brought that up, I do think it is important that we show this.
I love how Aegon
Bro,
says
Sir.
Oh, yeah,
Yo, Sir Pennywise, dude, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Pennytree?
He sounded like a fucking horse, dude.
go on. Dude, that shit was crazy.
How you feel about this?
Bro,
okay?
he fucking killed that woman, dude.
But I have always
she never woke up.
felt
How the
very
fuck?
strongly
We actually
Now
have no
she's dead,
proof
dude.
that she's
behind
alive.
Tulsi Gabbard.
'Cause she
I
was.
He
stand
fucking killed her.
behind
He fucked her to death.
Okay?
Bro, that thing was past his fucking
You don't
knees,
have
dude.
to,
Like,
but I'm just letting you know
what
that
the fuck?
I will always stand behind Tulsi. Okay?
no wonder that guy is a fucking knight, dude. Or was he even a knight?
Hell yeah, it's important.
I believe he was.
Hell yeah,
We don't know if he ever knighted.
That's true here. All right, thank you, JMNZZ450. I appreciate. I like how you put who I always supported. Who I always put in parentheses.
Which that's kind of the ironic part is whether or not he actually was knighted. He still acts like
Where we at?
he still acts like
The
a
World
knight
Weather
should.
Channel website has a retro feature.
So it's like no
to
one
make
would
it
really
look
know
as
for
if
sure.
it was it back in the day.
Yeah, like how the fuck would they know? Like,
.com/retro. Is that true? I mean, that's cool. But yeah, I mean,
One thing that most people
Weather
probably
Channel,
wouldn't
like,
pick up
the
on
days
is
that
the
they got
way
exposed
Aegon
for,
says
like,
sir.
and again, it's not like
Instead
they
of
don't
saying
they were
sir,
adding
like sir, like
a
going
lot
up,
of salt and pepper
he goes
to
down
their
as like
reporting,
saw.
but when,
It just
when
sounds
they-
funny to
was
me.
it Mike Slidell?
What you
yeah.
doing,
I
saw?
played this not too long ago. I think it was Mike
It's a very
Slidell.
unique way of saying it.
Weather
so he's the dad of Ares, right? Or is he the granddad?
Like this was
Believe
bad.
he's the granddad.
Okay. Jesus,
was
Maester
Mike
fucking
Slidell.
aiming is ancient
Yeah, here we
then.
go.
Holy fuck.
To reports that one of their reporters was essentially
Yes,
during
he's-
his coverage of Hurricane Florence.
Probably
He's over 100 years old then.
That reporter struggles
Eamon he's between 100 and 109, I believe, possibly. We don't know for sure. Wait, no, we probably do know for sure, but in the show they don't tell you. Yeah, so Aegon is Aegon 5, so Little Egg is Aegon 5. He's Ares' grandfather, yeah.
Channel is defending Seidel, saying it's important to note that the two individuals in the background are walking on concrete. Seidel tries to maintain his footing on wet grass. The spokesman
Now,
goes on to say Seidel was exhausted
in the first episode, I had no knowledge of the story
What
other
does that
than
have to do with any of
like
this?
the big plot points. When I saw Daron in the bar or whatever, the tavern, there was no reason I knew who he was, but I could just tell by looking at him. I knew he was a Targaryen. I had
The
no
Hurricane
knowledge of that.
Florence,
I was like,
75 miles an hour
100%.
Cat 1. Now, I don't know if that's what he had
What,
at that
Daron?
moment,
yeah.
but 75 miles an hour Category 1 is not
So wait,
bad.
why did him and Egg like sneak off or whatever, or try to hide?
Florida people don't really care unless it's Cat 3 and up. You start getting to a Cat 3, we start paying attention.
I fucking knew the reason like yesterday when I fucking watched
Dude,
it.
if it's Hurricane,
The
Category
other day when
1,
I watched
Category
it.
They
2,
not
whatever. Category
like
3,
neither of them want to be part of the royal house or whatever.
We'll start listening at Cat 3. Cat 4, we're
fuck,
packing.
I don't have like
We're
the
out.
actual answer, but it has to do
We're
with
out.
Daron's
Disney
dreams
Cat
because he's a
2, yes,
dreamer,
exactly.
so he's basically haunted by his
But yeah,
dreams,
Cat 3,
and
Cat 4,
he's a fuck up, and he never lives up to his
name.
name or his family.
Let's see.
So yeah, he kind of just wants to run away. And
I'm just subscribing. Says I saw your solo Titanfall 2 man, and it
Wallow
isn't nice to call Beardo
and his
dead
pity
weight.
and shit,
You
and
should show
Aegon.
him how to play so he can be weight.
Let me see if I can remember.
So last night we were playing Titanfall, and when
Yeah,
X-Wing and Beardo finally left, my final match, I dropped 197 points. For Titanfall 2 players in Christian, hitting 200 is pretty hard to do in Titanfall. It's not impossible, people do it, but that's insane to get 200 points. And
Yeah, I don't know if you knew,
but yeah,
the two
so
brothers
Beardo
are
and
called
X-Wing both
the
dead
Hammer
weight.
and the Anvil
They're holding me back.
because
Tay-Tay with 5 gifted
they
memberships.
they
Thank
fucked
you,
up
Tay-Tay.
Damon Blackfire's
says
army,
Tulsi and Benology, the two wives of the
which
future
if
of
you
MAGA.
didn't know,
Wait, which-
JNNZZ.
Damon
brothers?
Blackfire's
Okay, hold on.
okay, so
Like, is there like an inside
to
joke
give you some
here?
backstory,
Benology with two wives
you remember
and
the
Tulsi
three-eyed
are the
raven?
future of MAGA? What does that even mean? What is that
From
even
Game of
supposed
Thrones?
to
From Game of Thrones, so
That's
he's a
crazy.
Targaryen if
The
you
old
didn't know.
guy.
I don't support that at all. I don't
Yeah,
think
so he's a
anybody else
Targaryen. They
supports
also
that
showed him
either.
when he was younger. He was
Ben
half
G.
brothers with
Benology.
Damon Blackfire.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Okay. I get it now.
Okay.
I get it. That's wrong.
and
Okay. You know, River.
Maekar and
That's a
Baelor's
layered
dad.
super chat right there,
His
buddy.
name
I
is
gotta give you
Daron,
credit. That's a layered super chat.
and he's a half brother
People are always like,
with
Jeremy.
Damon Blackfire
you,
and
River. I was like,
the Three-Eyed Raven.
People are like,
So,
Jeremy, when you retire, what are you gonna do?
What was
You
I
know
bringing
what I'm
that up
gonna
for?
This.
Oh,
Hammer and the
This
blah
is
blah
what I'm
blah.
gonna do.
Well, yeah, not really much I could say there,
Dude, are you?
but it's
fucking
interesting
kidding me?
with the
Are
characters
you
that
kidding me?
are important
Yeah,
at this
This
timeline.
is what I'm doing.
Actually helps you piece like
Get
the
the
whole
hell outta
timeline
here,
together.
man. That's exactly what I'm doing. Turn off the phone and just
One thing that I thought,
I'm at the Theon chapter in the book right now where he goes to Pike.
go.
So I'm not too far into the book yet.
That right there. He's gonna be yelling at me.
one
Yeah,
thing I
go
think
on.
is really interesting. So the two brothers, their dad is Daron,
in the last word,
and
with an A, and it
Daron
will
is the
hit
son
I got it now. I
of
do
King
now.
Ares the Fourth
So thank
that
you so
hated
much.
him. So
Jeremy,
King Ares the
Jeremy,
Fourth
I figured
hated
out how
Daron,
to drive the truck.
and he wanted to give. He wanted
That's the easiest way
to
to do it too. Summers is rattled.
have
Cage
his
Cats.
line pass through
Jeremy.
one of his bastards,
Thank
which
you
was
so much. Appreciate it.
Damon Blackfire.
Pega Protest is poo, trip, and tax. Jay, no matter where
So
you
that-
go, they're going to talk about that, no
yeah.
matter where. Chad Late says, drunk 3PL, I'll
Aegon
see
the
you, dollar,
Fourth
and
legitimized
baby.
all of
Look at
his
there,
bastards
Jay.
on his
Look at there.
deathbed, and then he just fucking allowed
And
hell to fucking
next up,
Nice.
I already saw that when I was going through some of my topics right here.
Amazing.
But we did see this right here. Gavin Newsom.
like that's where there was
Newsom admits
a
he
King's Guard. Maybe he was Queen's Guard. I can't remember.
Justices if elected.
He was one of the high-level guardsmen who was accused of fucking the Queen.
People forget the last time one constitutional constraints on the first thing
where she where the Queen conceived Damon Blackfire.
You challenged me. I know we were talking.
Which apparently the rumor was started by the king himself to try to delegitimize the kid.
The old school, the ember of the traditional, you know.
I mean, look, that's for a guy who recognized the urgency of.
What do you think of the armor? King's Guard armor.
Democratic state to have successfully redrawn its.
The King's Guard armor. Oh, like how they. Yeah. They got their white capes and all that.
I kind of like the contrast between the white armor of the King's Guard and the black armor of the Targaryens. The deep black.
Whatever happened.
Yeah, he fucking snapped that girl's finger. Fucking a puppet, dude.
The person cannot, under any circumstance.
It was surely innocent.
The presidency of the United States, because it will be over. He is truly awful. In fact, he made this post. It's time for a national.
When he got his fucking face kicked in, I enjoyed that.
And a new social contract. Let's listen to what Newsom has to say.
When he got his face kicked in.
It's time for a national billionaires tax and a
Darren, not Darren, whatever. The evil one.
10% of people, 10% of people in this country own 2/3 of the wealth. The 30-year-old, for the first time in American history, is not doing better than his or her parents.
When did you watch it?
American wages have stood
A while back.
Probably when it came out.
Pretty close to like when it came out. Yeah.
The system is fundamentally.
I feel like most people would be like Dunk, just clueless.
Parents' tax code should be written for a different set of Americans. It's time for an economic reset, a true minimum tax. A true minimum tax on bacon.
I hate how he talks, man. Like I think I hate how he talks more than I hate.
Because I feel like this is not a bad thing. But even though people fucked up in the original show, I felt like everybody was so fucking competent at what they were doing. I'm like, if I was in this situation, I would fucking fuck up so bad.
Well, yeah, like everyone was competent in certain ways, but some ways they were just fucking full-on retards.
At least the tax rate their own workers pay.
Yeah.
So to end this tax-free lifestyle.
Like Rob was really good at. Was a really good military mind, but not very good at everything else.
Yeah.
Also, to rewrite those inheritance rules so that the largest intergenerational.
Ned was good at being honorable, being like a good king, but he wasn't logical. He thought the other people as honorable as him.
Time as well to return to the pre-2007
I think their story gets really cool. Duncan Egg.
And as AI reshapes the country, every American should own a piece of the future.
Because you know how Joffrey reads off of that book.
Nearly 50 years.
Yeah, like 6 pages for Dunk or whatever.
4 pages. Do you know what book that is?
Record corporate profits flowed into.
I can't remember what it is. The Great Swords of Westeros or some shit.
What he could do.
It's either that or
I don't think
the
he
Lord
plays
Commanders of the
nationally
King's Guard.
as well
It's
as
one of the
maybe
two.
I thought at one point in time, but
he does become Lord
I think
Commander.
that he plays well within the Democratic Party.
Who?
And I think that the Democratic Party absolutely.
As far as I know.
Lord Commander. Dumb.
90+% sure.
And this is my fear. Once he gets nominated,
because they die at the same place, same time.
It's time to stop.
Oh, him and Egg?
Otherwise.
Yeah. Because he dies young. Egg dies young.
The system, the American
At least relatively young.
That sucks.
He doesn't die of like old age or anything. He dies
in a few hands.
From an event that we probably will never get information on, just because I feel like some things are better left
we can reverse it. We can reverse it together. It's time to democratize the American economy to save our democracy.
Where do they go?
Now, Elon responded with this right here.
Do you know where they go? They just go everywhere?
I don't. I'm pretty sure. So there's 3 books, 3 short books. I think I've gone through 2 of the 3 books of the audiobook, but I don't like the content. Honestly, I haven't been paying too much attention of the audiobook. It's hard for me to
remember this one?
Pay attention for 8 hours. I feel like people who read audiobooks, like the narrator, they read too slow for me. I need like quicker, but.
Dude, if Tywin narrated the fucking audiobooks, I would buy them in a heartbeat. Or if characters fucking, like different characters narrated different parts of the chapters or whatever, or different chapters, that would be fucking
if they did their own,
for those that have never seen American Psycho, you won't.
Yes. Yes.
Psycho,
that would be fucking incredible.
This is.
I'm sure you could get AI to do it somewhat, but still, get the authentic actors, that would be fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them aren't doing much right now, so if they were getting paid for it, they'd probably, hey, sit down for 3 hours and read some fucking words and get paid a few $1,000 bucks. I feel like that's a no-brainer.
Yep.
So...
Bro, that would be amazing.
So if you ever hear the name Brynden Rivers, that's the Three-Eyed Raven / Blood Raven, so those are the same people. And he's a bastard of Aegon IV, who is also Maekar's father.
No, this is not AI. This is an actual interview.
So one fucked up thing that if you read through the lore, Brynden Rivers is one of the bastards, and then he also has a half-sister who's also a bastard, where they were basically smashing, and he was in love with her, but she liked to make him jealous, so she would kind of like string him along.
Fucking bitch.
She would fuck other dudes to make him jealous, and she would reject all of his marriage proposals. It's like no wonder why he went. No wonder why he went the full-on like Sigma route, where he's just the Three-Eyed Raven for all eternity.
Yeah, dude, fuck that bitch. Go be a fucking raven.
To me, yeah, obviously the mainline stuff is really nice, and it's well written and the story's cool, but I think the history is the best part, like the stuff we don't directly get in the mainline books. Like if there were three stories,
so much.
Yeah, if there were 3 parts of the entire lore that I would want them to do like a show on, I would want it to be the Conquest, the Robert's Rebellion, and the Blackfire Rebellion. But the 2 rebellions would have to be super detailed, not just like 1 or 2 seasons. And they'd have to be from both perspectives. I want to see both sides. I don't want to just see the rebelling side or the in power side. I want to see both. Doug, if they made Robert's Rebellion, I could play young Rob, Dog. Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking switch this Discord. shit.
You can hear me?
Hey. I could fucking hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah.
So would I assume that chick that Raymond married, the ginger, I assume she was a whore?
Yeah, I don't think it was that guy's kid.
What do you mean?
You're talking about Night of Seven Kingdoms, right? That guy he married, that chick he marries or whatever.
Well, Raymond, the guy that gets knighted, like on the tournament grounds.
Yeah, I don't think that's his kid.
What are you talking about, kid?
Well, she says she's pregnant.
Oh.
And Dunk looks at him like, dude, do you know she's like a prostitute?
Yeah, I guess that is, yeah. I completely forgot, or didn't even think of that. So, what do you think about Baylor saying, "Oh, the King's, I'll take the King's Guard because they can't hurt someone they're sworn to protect"? Do you think that's nice of him to make it easier on Duncan, or do you think that's a bitch move so he won't actually have to risk anything? Because I think it's I think it's actually both.
Well, who clubbed in the back of his head?
His brother.
Damn.
Which I wonder if that was on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose to do that kind of a blow. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he said his brother is strong, so...
Huh?
I think he himself said, like, his brother swings hard. Like, he kind of, like... I don't know. I mean, the way I read it is, like, Baylor is saying, like, it wasn't intentional. It's just his brother is like, really good at swinging the mace or whatever.
Yeah, like, when you're that good, even doing it at half effort is still pretty dangerous. And they are seasoned warriors. Yeah. Like what I mean, like him taking on the King's Guard to me would be, hey, you're gonna take these really skilled fighters out of the fight, so Duncan won't have to deal with them. But he's also going after the only guys that either can't or won't fight back against him, at least hard. Because his brother would probably fight against him harder. Because, you know, they're brothers, they probably wrestled and probably fought. But he also knows what he can do because he's fought with him. So I think it's actually both. I think he made it easier for Duncan, but also because I feel like if the King's Guard saw, oh shit, this guy's like beating the fuck out of our prince, we have to go help. So it's like if he takes those guys out of the fight, then it makes it easier for him.
So wait, so Makor, was he the next in line or was it Baylor?
Baylor was the next in line, but then it goes to Makar.
Okay.
So that's why even if he didn't do it on purpose, people would be like, yeah, he did it on purpose because now he's next in line, but...
And that's why he was so fucked up at the end. He was like, now people will say that I killed my brother on purpose to get the crown or whatever.
I hope he's in the next seasons because he did a really good job.
Yeah.
He was probably my most surprising, like the actor I was most surprised at who turned out to be really good. If you had to guess, do you know why Baylor doesn't have the white hair? Why it's dark?
Well, I assume he's the offspring of somebody outside of the Targaryens.
Well, his dad is still a Targaryen, but his mother was Dornish.
Oh yeah, then I guess that's why. I did notice that. I'm like, well, why the fuck does this guy have like normal hair?
So like I'm pretty sure Maekar and him are like full brothers, not just half brothers, but he just got dark hair instead. And you can tell the Targaryen still runs pretty strong, even if you don't have the full head of white hair, because Baelor's son has the white streak on the side. Yeah, that fight scene was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I liked
dude,
when
Dunk got stepped like 50 fucking times, dude.
Yeah. I liked when the guy got unhorsed or got hit. I think he got unhorsed, or however you say it. It looks sick.
But from like the helmet POV, where it's like inside the helmet.
Well, this specifically what I'm talking about, I think it's when two of the Targaryens go at each other, and one gets dehorsed. I assume it's Baelor and Aerion, but I don't know for sure. I'd have to watch it again. Because I remember I watched the fight months ago, and obviously without context, I don't know who's who other than Dunk. So when I watched it, I was like, oh shit, I remember this, but I had no context before.
During those wildfires, so this is a real
like it was a little more lighthearted, but it definitely still felt like it was in the universe.
But it's a real
which I like. I think that's the whole. I think even if it's good, but it doesn't feel like it's a part of the universe or have the same vibe, I feel like it's hard to like it as much, at least for me.
So yeah, Elon responding with that meme is pretty fantastic, and people need to realize, man. You can think he doesn't have a chance, but I'm just here to tell you, you better be scared of whoever he is. I think the Democratic Party wants him in as the nominee, and he's got this kind of, I've been saying this for years.
I guess it's probably how it happened in the book, but it's pretty surprising seeing him not want to become like a full-on knight and be trained by some of the best fighters in the realm, and then have Aegon as a squire. I thought he would want to take that right away. I was surprised at that at first.
To him, and like I could see him just being the type of person.
Yeah, we'd have a fucking nice home.
You like this,
basically
right there,
have a house
while
for
you
free.
just die. He would watch you with no emotion whatsoever, and he wouldn't care. I think he's terrified. Absolutely terrified. Keep an eye on that. That's for sure. River Miles says the ladder is there for a rope tied to a beam.
But it is interesting, even though Aegon,
thank you,
like even when he's older, he's seen as like a good king or like a nice whatever king, but you also see the dark side to him.
What an evil son of a bitch, man.
Like tries to kill his brother.
Yeah.
Why did the lady say he's gonna like burn in fire or whatever?
Yeah, so that's when.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Probably haven't even got to it yet. I don't even know if I have.
Popular, but now
But
if you look
it's
at the
called
latest
Summer
data,
Hall.
you can see more people support it than
Or it's
oppose it.
I think it's basically like a tournament kind of thing, kind of like
from term 1 to term 2.
kind of like what they had there at Ashford. But I think it's a bigger tournament. Because if the King's there, it has to be bigger by default.
Extending the
and there was like a big
wall,
fire.
It used to be quite unpopular, but now if you look at the latest data, take a look at here. Net support for extending the border wall.
People don't know whether it was due to magic or something else. Because he was trying to bring back the dragons with magic. So people think that might be why.
So more people are becoming racist.
Happened.
Got it. Thanks, CNN.
At least extending the border wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. So what we're seeing is, versus term number 1, there are more hawkish views in the electorate.
That's kind of one thing I hate, because either maybe, because I know I've missed a couple of these lines where it gives like history, whether it's like about the ancient like the old Targaryens or like the rebellion, and you just miss like one fucking line of history, and you have to go back.
They're done.
Like, when the fuck was this first mentioned? And I realized it was in the second book.
Said about them, the
Part of
labels
the
being
third
thrown
book that I
out
don't
there.
remember.
They're just sick of it. Like, I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like in.
And yeah, in the show, Aemon, not by name, was mentioned, but he said
like, the fatigue is
Maester or whatever.
and it's getting even worse.
So it was like indirectly mentioned.
I say is real.
He was like at the Citadel at the time, right?
And so people are fed up. They should be fed up, and it's only going to get worse from here. Let me see. Coopster for $2 and says nothing. Thank you. We'll add J$. Jeremy, here is 2. Look at that. Look at that. Hail Drunk 3PO. Everybody loves Drunk 3PO in the chat. Look at that. James says, I think Trump should troll the Dems by saying he wants to pack the Supreme Court to add more Republican justices just to expose their contradictions. Yeah, I mean, like anything else, the moment Trump takes a stance, they'll take the opposite stance because they can't agree with Trump. That's essentially what will happen. John Wayne says, after many generations of Democrats denying that they were socialist and communist and putting out decades of propaganda, claiming they were wrongly persecuted under McCarthyism, they're all...
Did you like it more than House of the Dragon?
Yeah, and apparently things have got...
Honestly, yeah. For the one season, yeah, I do.
Mom Donnie, to his credit, Mom Donnie told everybody what he was going to do.
Well, the one thing about that is it is easier to adapt because one, it's short, but it's also already like the whole entire story.
They still supported
at least
it.
like this to like
So,
of what the first season covers. It's all done already. So all you got, literally,
I saw
all you have
Dave
to do is
Portnoy
adapt it.
tweeting out
You don't
about
have to
that
like
today.
write extra.
But it is kind of
scenes, or
amazing
you
because
have to write all the
he didn't
dialogue.
lie. He didn't lie at all. By the way, for those of you that are always wondering with my sarcastic responses to people, where do I get that from? Most of my online behavior is because of professional wrestling, and I saw this in my feed. But Ric Flair, all right, Ric Flair, the GOAT.
Man, I want to take your mother home to get the captain. Get out and shut up. Please, stay in here. I'll take your sister home, ride her around like a baby doll, baby. Woo!
He's just pointing at everybody. I'll take your mom home. I'll take your sister home. That's 100% right. I was raised watching wrestling, so that's me, man. So that's where I get all that shit. The best. I saw this. Somebody got him.
You know what I realized yesterday?
Thomas Massey.
What?
I think it's ironic that we control the House,
Even though the
Senate,
stats aren't
Supreme
going to carry
Court, and
over
the
for
White
Black Ops
House,
1 on
and we're yelling
PS5,
election fraud.
the fact that
I mean,
I won't be able to
won
play
all the
that
damn elections.
properly fucking hurts me.
So wait, what's the deal with Black Ops 1? Why are you talking about it? Is it coming to PS5 now?
Yeah, like they're re-releasing it for PS5. Exclusively, maybe PS4, but exclusively on PlayStation platforms.
Dude, how can
But it's like, imagine if people, if like not a lot of people, but if a decent amount of people fucking play it.
This dumb.
I assume it's gonna be. I assume it's gonna be the most updated version. I don't think it's gonna be like a first month or first 2 months patch, but still, that would be.
I'm of the mindset that yes, there are people online and there's people that will never admit to the truth, but deep down, everybody
If I could find a
knows
fucking
what
team
happened
of decent players
Now, we
and
don't
spawn
know
drop, I think I could
exactly
fucking
how it all
die
played out.
peacefully.
Maybe there's details that we don't have, but what we do know is that we were watching
Next
the
month it's
election
coming out.
of 2020.
Yeah.
We were watching the night of Election Day. Trump was on the same path that he
They
was
should have
in
just been like, hey, we're
2016.
gonna
the same exact
change
path.
the code or do something
And
and
all
make
of a
it
sudden, they shut
cross-platform.
voting down in key areas. They stopped
start
it.
crying.
It was unprecedented. We wake up the next morning and Joe Biden has surged ahead of Trump in the middle of the night with the 3 a.m. ballot dump. We watched this shit happen. You don't get over something like that, Thomas Massey.
Because it looks like shit.
Because if you do
I
get
love how
over
it looks.
something like that, then it's going to happen again.
Man, I
Because
don't
you
even
cannot
fucking give a
let
shit
that go
about graphics
unchecked.
anymore.
This is what
man.
goes
It's
back
just
to
at the time going from MWP
Going
to
from
that.
I
This is when
100%
we had the
understand.
primaries, and I kept saying,
But like
I don't care if Ron DeSantis.
being
I
on
don't care who it is.
radiation and just seeing
It has to be Trump.
everything,
Trump has
to me the
win
graphics
in
gives it
2024.
character even if it looks like shit.
Doesn't win.
And the music
If it's not Trump,
and the sounds, I feel like it all just fits together.
because that means they got away with 2020. You cannot let 2020 go unchecked. It has to be dealt with.
Definitely be nostalgia.
If it's not dealt with, if it's not properly addressed, we will fall again. And I don't think people appreciate just how bad and how close it came to being essentially the UK. Do you understand this? I wouldn't be talking on YouTube about this shit if Kamala was president.
Hey, if I had a fucking PS5, you could watch me 1v1 people on a proper COD. Proper 1v1 again. 1v1 Midtown, fucking absolutely good shit on.
We would not have any of this shit going on. It is
That was the kind of game where if I wanted to spawn trap you in a 1v1 on Nuketown, I would just spawn trap you. Just go up top and shoot through the fucking wall before you spawn and you're done.
For some reason, I'm actively wondering if John Murdoch is mad at me because after he sent that 50 and said he didn't
call up Spazzy,
I said,
dude.
shut the fuck up and take the
I wonder if he might
and
buy it
didn't
because
say
he has a
anything back. So
PS5.
now I'm worried about that. But we'll get back to Thomas Massey.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick.
Thomas Massey,
Huh?
you are spewing
Did I still play video
propaganda.
games?
Saying that the
I think
SAVE
so.
Act is a distraction is absolutely crazy.
Well,
And every
that's the game
Thomas
we first
Massey
started
fan
playing
out
together
there,
on, so that'd be pretty fucking.
how do you explain this
That'd be
shit?
pretty cool.
How do you do it? How do you justify him saying the SAVE Act is a waste of
Maybe
time
I'll
and
just go ask him
distraction?
on
And
Twitter.
now, why are we crying about election fraud? Insane. Unacceptable. Mid-rant grift. This man is a professional. I'm genuinely worried. I was like, wait, John never responded. Is he okay? Is he all right? But yeah, fuck Thomas Massey. He's a clown. He's a loser. And I'm glad that I was ahead of a curve on that one because a lot of people get mad at you when you criticize Thomas Massey. It's not as
And
bad as it used to
I
be.
assume it would be okay, but
When I would criticize
even though
Thomas
I'm
Massey
probably never going to play
a
it, I
while
hope
back,
the
man, I
theater
would get
mode
a lot of resistance.
works
A
properly.
lot.
Like how it did on the original.
I did see we had a video.
Because that's
and yes,
my favorite feature.
Everybody, I'm going to say it before you do, okay? But yes, Bill O'Reilly is still alive, okay?
Oh.
So let's get that out of the way. Bill O'Reilly's still alive.
When you get one of your,
but
when you just have one of your best games ever, and you're either in the zone or just everything went right.
Very rare. It's Mao Zedong's
and it's done. You don't have to worry about it being gone.
1966.
Because that was one problem with COD Ghosts.
They sent it to San Francisco. Of course.
Since there was no theater mode, because PS4 had the share play option where you could record gameplay, but you couldn't do that on PS3.
Villains of all time.
So there was no theater mode on PS3. If you got like on my 2 best games ever, or 3 or 4 best games ever, they were just gone.
Along with Putin and the Ayatollah, and killed 10
and I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched my gameplays
so
on
read you just one little
Black Ops 1.
Because I believe that these communists were being elected
over the fucking
have no idea what communism is.
14 years,
and the people who
15
vote
years.
for them are just clueless.
They don't. The thing they don't.
And isn't that beautiful?
A
fucking 15-year-old game is being released.
Like it because you're dealing with a lot of stupid, ignorant.
Even if it's not a remaster, I'd actually rather it not be a complete remaster. If it's a remaster, they'll fucking add a bunch of bullshit. That's the game.
They'll probably change the mechanics and all that.
Well, the thing about COD 4 is they may have slightly changed some mechanics, but mainly just graphics.
So
but the mechanics, like the movement and the aiming and the way, like just the mechanics of the player, basically the first-person player, was more or less the same.
Openly avows that dialogue
it just started to get stupid when they started
in the service of the
the guns and the cameras.
Feels just old.
I mean,
but yeah, I feel like if they did that now,
it's all owned by the people. Your house is owned by the people. Your car, any bank account is my house. The people own it, not you. Now the people.
Dude, if they release the game.
They own it, but the government uses the
and certain maps are in demolition.
The passengers
like they
on the other end is
launch. I'd have to fucking do something.
Theory on practice. Emphasize the theory.
Get a PlayStation.
Turn serve practice. So what?
If day
one is saying,
if there's Havana demolition,
this is
I'm borrowing money from somewhere.
We're gonna take you.
Look, obviously I have no fucking money, but I would have to
He did. Now,
that's something I was never able to do.
They fucking saw that eBay shit.
Their citizens become very wealthy, mostly tech people. They allow that. But tomorrow, if they don't like that person, then they take over.
Because there was a map called Firing Range. You've probably seen gameplay of Studio in Black Ops 2. That was a remake. It was Firing Range, Demolition. And since it was such a good map for Demolition, they removed it from the Demolition playlist. Saw it. Huh?
Easy.
No.
They removed it from the playlist of Demolition itself. But when they added in Express, which was basically Mosh Pit, like any map, any mode, and no ghost, so like no cold-blooded, or like the perk that hides you from UAVs, that was taken out of the playlist. Which is better for good players, because now I don't have to worry about people camping with ghosts. So the only way you could play that map on Demolition was through Express. And every time you would get that map in matchmaking, in the pregame lobby, it was the best feeling I ever did. 44%. It was like, now you have to walk in, you're about to have you have the possibility of having a really fun tournament.
38%
and then once you had a good game, it made it all that more rewarding, because it was a more rare occurrence, because you had to get lucky to get the map.
This goes back to what I said about the situation with the Chicago Bears. Remember that video that Tim Pool made that I reacted to? And so many people always dismiss this shit as like, oh, it's just football. It doesn't matter. It does matter. It absolutely matters. If we are living in a country where the fucking Chicago Bears can get run out of Chicago because there's enough people in Chicago that don't care about the Bears, then this country is being overrun with people that don't care about anything from a historical aspect, from a cultural aspect at all. When I was growing up, I was like, the Bears were they had so much aura around them, whether it be from Mike Ditka and the Saturday Night Live and all of that, and Jim McMahon, Refrigerator Perry, Sweetness, Walter Payton, but they were iconic, and people that were from that area loved their team.
And obviously it makes it feel worse that I won't be able to play it, but and it's not a big reason, but it is a reason nonetheless. Like this guy that I listen to would host private lobbies, and it's just like I wish I could fucking play in those.
So like that's how you can just move that team out and no one cares. Same thing's happening in New York right now. It sounds crazy to think that the Yankees could become insignificant to New York.
I'm usually the best player, or at least top 2 in those Titanfall lobbies.
Over the course
For
of
Black Ops 1, I would bet my fucking carotid artery that I would be the best player in all those lobbies.
You don't have to like baseball. You don't have to like sports.
Nice, dude.
The New York Yankees are American.
Think you could go up against the Gen Zers, though?
I would absolutely fucking shit down their throats in Black Ops 1.
Whoa. New York City will fall apart. No matter what.
These old timers not going out without a fight.
And I gotta phrase this because I don't want to come across as some.
No, because what people don't understand, the old mechanics, there's a skill gap.
Most migrants that I know.
There's a massive skill gap between average players to good players. That's why in Black Ops 1, everyone was bad unless you were really good, and there were very few really good people. There was like maybe like
a lot of them
1 in like 20 people.
Don't want to compete. They
maybe
come here,
less than that.
They're looking at apartments that cost $4,000 a month. They can't afford it. They're looking at high prices. They can't make it.
And yeah, so like when I got it, when I tried out for a clan, like a spawn trapping team, I was only 3 kills away from beating the clan leader in the 1v1, like I guess my tryout or whatever. And I basically after that I was always able to beat him, and I beat everyone else in the clan. And it's like,
I'm not, Bill. And I appreciate you. But that virtue signal,
Black Ops 1 and 1v1s, I was a demon, dude. Whether it was radar on wall banging or just normal, no radar 1v1s. Fucking demon.
Why the fuck are they voting for Mondai?
People thought that I was hacking because I knew where they were through walls. Because I was just so good at wall banging without radar. So like I could win gunfights and I could just shoot you through the wall.
And his acolytes, but she will not. She is a progressive liberal. Therein lies the split.
Like I was better at Black Ops 1 than Black Ops 2. And even Spazius deleted me multiple times because I beat him in 1v1s.
The home.
That guy's the funniest fucking gamer I've ever seen, dude. Remember, he would use the ride shield, and
more and more American citizens figure this out.
Use it as a head glitch. And when he would do that, I would just take out the FAL.
My monologue guy would never be
beating me when I have
on
an
any of
FAL,
that.
so he would always rage.
I don't even think
That's funny.
Okay. The big urban
yeah, what if they brought back the game and they brought back like the base FAL?
They are dominated.
Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
And
Did you get a PS5?
People run the show. So you're at full
You gotta get your trigger finger back, dog.
Hating Israel.
Well, no, because
Cannot be a
the day one FAL
hate Israel. That's
had select fire, you didn't need to. The select fire was the better version.
Prison for criminals, even violent criminals.
Like to me,
no prison.
The trigger, the FAL with the trigger finger is
and no border or immigration restriction.
The more fun version, but the select fire is the more nostalgic because I was like super early in the game.
Their social system is bankrupt. That's why Starmer.
I remember before I even haven't had it fully leveled up. I remember specifically being mid-map on
the reason
Yemen
why the Bears are leaving Illinois
and having a red dotted select fire on the FAL.
While Indiana is willing to.
With the bloodshot camo, I just like specifically that's been ingrained in my head for 13 years.
That's part of my overall stance on it.
That was like that was before they nerfed it, so that was like fucking insanely early on in the game.
That is at the core of it. It's Democrat, but I don't know what the demographics.
But yeah, that's the thing. If they with the re-release, it's going to be the latest updated version.
Demographics, I guess, is what
I would assume. I don't see why not.
Chicago demographics.
So I feel like,
home to approximately 2.7
unless it's just like a copy and paste in terms of patch notes, like if they're re-releasing a certain patch specifically of the game, that would make sense. But I feel like these people reporting it or re-releasing it, they don't know what they don't know that Havana fucking Demolition was completely removed from the game, or Jungle, or Hardcore Demo was removed from the game.
By a lot.
They don't fucking know that shit.
That's a real fancy fucking way
They don't
of
know
saying
that the FAMAS was nerfed.
Not you, Andre. Not you. But that is absolutely, positively nowhere near fucking balanced.
Because you know how I've gotten 400 kills in 3 times? Imagine me playing hardcore where the person gets hit once, they're dead, and they can't watch a kill cam to one delay me from killing them, and they can't see where I'm killing them from because hardcore there's no kill cams, so it's a forced respawn. So right when you die, once like the death animation is done, you spawn and then you're dead because it's hardcore. Because the health is at 33%, and I'm using an M60, which kills in 2 bullets at full health. So or 3 bullets, so you're dead. You're dead in 1 bullet. It's amazing.
Not even close. So again, I'm not saying
if there's hardcore demo in the game and Havana demo, I'd shit myself.
How they are fundamentally changing the identity and the culture
fucking
within these
hold Fortino's up on hostage or something.
Cities.
Nice.
And they don't have any real resistance to make any of these changes.
It's okay, Fortino's, they're re-releasing Black Ops 1. Give me a job.
Okay? Because England can't pay its bills. And you can't get a doctor.
But seriously though, like,
are vying for the same kind of medical
Go in there with a mask and a fucking one of your Lego guns.
What's going to happen ultimately?
Yeah, paint it black.
It'll die
like,
out.
I assume it's going to feel
people,
how it should.
You know,
I assume it won't feel too different, and I hope there's no input lag, because it's not going to be a backwards compatible scenario. Like on Xbox, the backwards compatible games, they all have input lag, at least most of them. But this is a legit re-release, so I would assume that it would be pretty smooth.
The Communist Party's on a roll. Again, it's not really, it's a party movement to attach to the Democrats.
Still some lots of
yeah, like, fuck the exclusivity bullshit. Put it on all systems. Give it crossplay. I want to have a bigger player base. Now that I think of it, maybe not PC because of mouse and keyboard. But I mouse and keyboard on COD might not be the worst thing ever.
As a Packer fan, you should never have sympathy for the Bears, and that just
people
shows
say
you how bad
COD on
this
mouse and
situation
keyboard
is,
isn't as good, but I've played.
If anybody knows football, you know,
I've played mouse and
then,
keyboard
you would never have
for
sympathy the Bears,
Warzone,
but
and it
this
was
deeper
way easier than
the
controller.
football rivalries.
I don't know about
It's so
multiplayer. 'Cause
sad.
I didn't have
Clever
have
Luther says, I recruited
game,
for the Army in 2010 to 2012 to the Chicago suburbs. Recruits told
like
me
some
how the
games,
Muslim population had exploded
even if
there,
there's
a few years after
aim
9/11.
assist for controllers, mouse and keyboard is still broken.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fixed. I can't even imagine myself, but yeah, I don't like it. I'm sure it's awful.
Like especially one reason Titanfall is because you can jump.
Shaky Owen says, if
and
Democrats
still
are
be aiming
openly
perfectly,
discussing
same
packing
with
at the Supreme
the
Court,
old
why don't
CODs
Trump
where-
just do it now?
Or like the
And
jetpack
why
CODs.
shouldn't he?
Like there's
yeah,
basically
look, I mean, that's what
there's no skill required in that.
You know, Trump's not going to. He's not going to do that. That's not how Trump operates. And they would use that against him. So if he looks, that's how the income tax started. Not Herbert says it really looks like liberal white people think they can do communism better than all the other cultures have done. It's weird since they put those people on a pedestal. And President Trump addressed it. Communism really is in the past, and freedom is the future. Everyone needs to get out and vote in the midterms.
Communism really is the past, and freedom is the future. That's what we are. All we want is freedom. Freedom is going to be.
Like, you want to know how pathetic?
Freedom gets you everything.
Like, I guess it's probably pathetic, but how much people loved and wanted to play Demolition on Havana? We would go into combat training, which was basically just a single-player version of online, where you got to play against bots. I would get one of my PS3 friends who knew how to do the glitch to glitch it so we could play. Like, you had to glitch it with a private match in the combat training to be able to get the map in mode to get Demolition on Havana so we could fucking play it against bots. That's how legendary it was.
Everyone needs to get out and vote in the midterms. We have to win this election. This election's very important.
Because it was the map where one side, obviously there are 6 players because it's 6v6, but there were 5 spawns. So if you had a good team,
and people respect us again.
It was.
They respect us maybe like never before. We were laughed at.
It was amazing.
Ago, we were laughed at. And now with the most.
Because every other map there were like multiple spawns, and at least one person had to cover 2 spawns.
And in our
once,
250th year, we will make
covering
our
a double
nation
spawner, they have to
stronger,
block
safer,
one,
better, more
cover the
prosperous,
other.
and more faithful. Very important. More faithful than ever before.
What do you guys think about this picture right here? 47, 48, 49, and 50. Hypothetically, if this were to happen, this would be fantastic. Do I think this would happen? I mean, I think JD is lined up for 48 for sure. I don't know how old Marco Rubio is going to be. You know, after 8 years of JD, and then if you're going to get 8 years of Marco, how old will Pete Hegseth be? Trump's going to be 48, hopefully. I mean, hopefully. Marco's still young. Yeah, I mean, he's fairly young. Vance will have his 8 years. I think Marco is. I mean, I think Vance is in a far better.
I don't know
spot,
I don't know if I've asked you this. What do you think of
Marco,
the
and
PS5
I don't think Marco
controller?
is going to challenge him. I think that these guys work together very well.
Shit, battery life.
Well, but I also
like the
let's
feeling
just say
of it and
the truth is
the input
let's
and all
assume
that. Is it
Trump
fine?
doesn't run because obviously he can't. Doesn't mean he won't. But let's just operate with the assumption that.
Would you
Trump
say it's
is not
better or
running.
worse than any previous controller?
The
Well,
next
feeling was.
President.
I assume you
nominee
like an
for
Xbox
the
controller
Republican
the
Party
best, right?
Will be whoever Donald Trump decides.
I mean, it would probably feel weird to me now,
End
but
of
yeah,
discussion.
back in the day, yeah.
Right there. So whoever
Xbox
Trump
controller
decides,
was
that's
really
going to be the
nice.
nominee. And you all know that. We all know that.
Yeah, do you think
I
that?
just
Do you think a
I
PlayStation
continue
controller would
to
feel weird
bring
for
up
me because I've been playing it with an
that
Xbox controller for like
it's nice to love
8
JD
years,
Vance right now,
which I was still
as
playing on
VP
PS4
because
with,
Donald Trump is
with a
president and
PS4
Donald Trump is
controller, so maybe
taking
not.
all the fire from all of these.
Probably
these
feel
horrible,
weird for like a
evil people.
week.
When Trump
Yeah.
is not the target.
I probably, like, even if I did have it,
And suddenly
I'd just play
JD
some
has to
private
wear the
matches
crown.
and
I'm
I'd
not
probably
saying
get
he
used to it
can't
again.
do it. I'm not. I'm just saying the different world when Trump is there
and I'm sure probably
and when
if
he's
I
not there.
got
And
that,
a lot of that
I'd probably
similarity
just
is
start using
how
the
did
PS5
you look at
controller
Ron
on the
DeSantis
PC just so
when
I
he was,
completely got used to it.
you know, when he was governor. I mean, I know he's still governor, but when he
'Cause I
was
wouldn't
kicking
wanna go
ass
back
here in
and forth,
Florida,
having to get
everybody
used to it
loved
every
Ron.
other
Oh
day.
man, Ron's the man. He's destroying the media. He's crushing everybody. The moment he stepped to the national stage and went head to head versus Trump, the dude.
Yeah, so Spazia
couldn't
said
have been
his
more
name is
embarrassing.
Jesse. So if I ever say
It
Jesse,
truly
that's what I'm talking
was.
about. He
And
said
look,
he's gonna
even
get
look
it,
at how
and Black
Marco
Ops 2.
was. When
He
Marco
said
went
we
up
have to play
against
again.
Trump, look how Marco came off.
Oh, there you go, dude.
When you go against Trump, you end up looking
You gotta get
horrible.
it.
Now, obviously, JD, nobody's here is going to go against Trump, but the Trump factor has to be in play. We got to think about how that affects everything. When that guy's not in the picture, the entire landscape changes. And, you know, a good example, a great example, actually, sports analogy time. How did good old Bill Belichick look in New England when Tom Brady left? Tom Brady was his quarterback.
Yeah, dude,
Bill
playing with that guy on the
greatest
same
coach of
game
all
that I
time.
met him
He's a
on would be
genius.
fucking
He's
lit.
controlling the locker room. He knows everything. Tom Brady
I
leaves.
remember
Bill
when he made
Belichick
his tryhard account.
loses constantly.
We would
can't
play
keep
on a map called
anybody developed,
WMD. It was a
can't
snow
keep
map. We would
anybody
just sit
on
in the middle of the
field.
building and lock down the whole map.
Thought he was
the
the
whole
greatest
game.
coach of all time.
It was so fun.
No, Tom Brady was the greatest of all time. And so that's the difference. Once the man is gone, what happens? And I don't have to, but all I'm saying is keep those things in mind. I like JD a lot. But I'm also a realist when it comes to that type of stuff. Soul Felix says, did you watch Citizens Vigilante? If so, thoughts. I have not seen it yet, but I know that they uploaded it directly to Twitter, the video, so I am planning on checking it out. But I have not seen it. Justin pretends that Jeremy is right and Trump false. He would be now. Easy to forget amongst all the bickering with conservatives, but it must be remembered. It must be. You are correct. Can't forget it. Have to keep that in mind. Elon posted it too. Yes, he did. He did. Thank you, Justin. Francis Trump Daniel says Massey has done far more to liberalism than conservatism at this point. He's literally just an anti-Trump contrarian.
Yeah, I remember
Yes,
me and
he
him
is.
on
That's
Newtown
all.
as well. On the
Massey
last
is-
Double XP
Massey's
weekend of the
entire shtick
games
is
here.
the opposite of
Until MW3 came
Steel
out,
X says, I DM'd you a
were
question
fucking
about the
going
pick I
crazy.
made, Tommy. Glad you like the steel leg IDOT. Wasn't sure which one to send, but be blessed. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. All Father says, click the like button if you believe Nancy Guthrie is looking and smiling down on Cobra Cast from heaven. Hey, Jeremy. Arclight 199 says, okay, cool, entertainer, streamer. Uber Viking says, does anyone else get sick to their stomach thinking about what happens if they steal 2028? If we don't correct 2020 and start arresting people, they will punish this country like that. You are correct. 100%. Vault 199 says, Libertarians and Democrats are too ashamed to admit it. CCP 1999 says, I get the argument, but F the Bears, go Pack, go. I respect that. Mark Reale says, didn't we change the consensus so that congressional representation and the Electoral College? I don't know. I don't know. Jason Nielsen says, Portland may lose his NBA team as too blue to care. Dan Vicious says, F the Bears and their fans and the Rumble mods. Damn. Savage. Beastman says, Gavin Newsom, why isn't it possible? Why not bastard? Mod Eric says, the big warehouse fire at LA, that company agreed to pay millions to help. It all went to a non-profit that Mayor Bass runs and is historically taking all the money in admin costs.
Like, imagine if there was a game where there was Elden Ring or like a Halo game where you could relive your fucking favorite games, like your favorite matches.
To the Bocce band from the RA era as well. Brock was really entertaining during that time. He doesn't get enough credit for that. But yeah, Brock Lesnar was extremely entertaining.
But how would that work for you, though?
Sarah says, for what it's worth, whites have been...
You'd have to, like, relearn all the spawn traps and all that.
Oh, dude, I know every... Dude,
the place it used to be.
I still remember every single
Yeah, but
inch.
it's just, it would be like moving...
Like, the only things I would... Huh?
You got to experience it again for the first time, though.
Crazy. I know
dude, if I got to do that, I would,
like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
that would probably make me happier than I've been.
Play in New Jersey, I
felt
think.
like the past 10 years.
Is it the New
honestly,
York Jets?
bullshit.
Play in New Jersey.
Like for the only ones I would have to remember, I could just go and look at one of my YouTube videos, and like all I would need to know is which bomb we had to plant, because I would know like what everything
but
else
the Jets
to do.
and the Giants both suck, so I mean, really, who cares about them, right?
Like I have that
49ers playing Stanford Flair.
educational resource.
Is it the Red? I know it's the Commanders, but it's the Redskins, right? Don't they play? Do they play? Is it right? Baltimore? Is that where it's at? Am I right about that? I don't know. Somebody will tell me. Dan Vicious with a gifted membership on Rumble. Thank you. Yeah, it's impossible for me to call the Commanders.
I wonder how that's gonna work. Is there gonna be DLC as well, or is it just gonna be base game?
I mean, the fact of the Redskins is one of the most iconic sports teams, and the fact that they changed that.
I feel like for the most part, I'd rather just be base games, not split the players. Or just put all the maps in.
I just think JD will be let down, and a lot of people are mad at him for the MOA with Iran, and I am. So we can. I better stay out of your way. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you know me. I don't mind. I want people to disagree with me. I want people in my chat to disagree. I enjoy disagreements. One of the things that drives me crazy.
One thing that I would want to do if I was to find a good team in Spawn Trap again, there's a map called Crisis, which I was never able to get a 200 plus on. And that's mainly because of hackers. Every time I would find a good map, like a good lobby,
to like be wrong,
just like the hackers so it's off basically.
And
so if I was able to, happen, that would be.
Somebody was a long time ago. I brought up like a moist critical video. Like people still watch it. Like clearly, incredibly popular, insanely popular. Doesn't mean that you gotta like him, but the idea that like someone thinks that people don't watch Charlie is crazy. Like the dude has Landover, Maryland. That's what it is. That's what it is. So yeah, so it's just like the idea of like people being in their bubble. Can we all just agree on one thing? No, Kevin, we can't. It would be like moving the Yankees to Tuscaloosa and the Crips to New York City, and that would be a disaster. I remember talking with family about breaking Guthrie theories, and my dad just throws out, she's probably dead behind the slot machine. They don't stand a chance. Somewhere. We're winning big time. Good move, pilot. You are my bubble, Jeremy. Well, that's why, like, I know a lot of people do, like, and I'm not saying this from people watch and not a lot of other things, so I try to give as much perspective as I can. Delorious says Deadskins are in Landover, Maryland. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said that.
Well on your way to getting your pipe.
But yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, so they're in that same area that I was assuming. Wow, brutal answer. Nah, Jeremy's always right. Well, let's not go that. We haven't seen like they gave up. Jeremy. Well, I mean, nobody's sent enough money for me to get on a filter. What are we doing here? That's my only face. I think that's what Krista calls her.
Like, to convey how much that fucking game means to me.
So I think she calls that.
My memory is so bad, and like my best games that I got on that game,
Twitter,
I remember.
She posts like
not only getting it,
like
but how it felt.
I think she calls it only
like,
face.
Maybe what happened right after.
Of course she does. So.
Like I remember, there's a game I got $2.99 and 8 on Firing Range.
No, like
right after I went to Jack Astor's. It was in August.
I'm wrong
Pretty sure it was a Friday or Saturday.
Odyssey,
when I got my 417 gameplay,
we'll see what happens.
I fucking paced back and forth because I didn't know what the fuck I just did.
I think it's going to be a good movie with some very, very
I was like, yo, what the fuck
distracting
did I just do?
Casting that should be criticized like crazy. But if it's bad, I'll just say like, yeah, it's fucking bad. We'll see what happens. We'll find out in a couple weeks. Movies I've been wrong about. Superman, James Gunn's Superman. I thought James Gunn's Superman was going to be good. I thought it was going to be good. And I was completely wrong. And what do I say when I'm wrong? Hey, I was wrong. You know? I was wrong. Sorry. Got that one wrong. But, I mean, when you're wrong, you can do a couple things. There's a couple of different ways you can handle it. When you're wrong, you can simply just admit it and say, yeah, I was wrong. Or you can take the Angry Joe approach and just blame toxic men. But what's interesting here is that
what was your MW2 account? You like the name? Was it like Galactic or something?
As to why Supergirl is being destroyed.
Because one thing I remember about you is being in the same game, and I remember
the reason
match being on Butdown,
is
and you were
because,
using that Moss.
well, because all those
I don't know if that actually happened or if that just
they're really mad. You're like, what?
I feel like
I literally can't remember.
And then Joe says, since we're trending on X News, our response to Neurotic and Critical Drinker and all the lackeys on X over the film Supergirl.
Like, because back then you had a lot of different
Joe
names,
says,
right?
to all of Neurotic's fandom menace
fucking cycling through different names.
We predicted
I just settled on Kettles.
Before its debut. We predicted it would likely fail at the box office.
When did you make Kettles?
In our trailer reactions. Go out and see Supergirl. Said at the
That was
end of
PS3.
one video in which we all said those things beforehand because we wanted to see a Lobo film.
Could you, like,
I also
time it
said
with
go
a
out and see
certain
Superman
game that came
2025,
out?
a film many of you hated with passion. Y'all thought it was woke trash, LOL. I also said go out and support Black Adam, another bad film, because I wanted Henry to get another shot he deserved. My audience has the context of what to go out and support a film means. They know our review is always on the way with our brutal, honest opinion. You don't! Unlike you, grifters, we don't decide a film is worthless or a failure based on LGBT interviews before we see it. Holy shit, bro. Joe! We judge our final review. We don't care if an actress says she could go both ways, which is why I tweeted at your masters. That shit doesn't matter. And they got butthurt to send you here about it. It's not even in the film.
If you don't get it, at least you got this game.
Good lord,
This game's dead though. It takes so long to get a fucking match in
Mocking
the
of Millie's appearance by online
fucking connection's
on
horrible.
X. Fuck all that. Millie was right there too. Why do you female-led hero films trigger Christian avatar dads on X, posting disgusting shit, which these guys encourage?
To me, dedicated
what about her
servers
appearance
ruined
while, let's see, about her
online
appearance
gaming.
while they teach their
At least
daughters
for
to do
shooting
the
games.
opposite? It's weird shit.
where
what the fuck are we doing, man? Yes, the film wasn't as
private
good
matches
as we
for
wanted.
I think
That's
most
right.
first-person shooter
Doesn't
games after
justify
20,
any of the piece of
2015
shit
or
behavior
whatever.
from those who
Different
have
servers
your
for private
attention.
matches.
Why are there so many
I never
cavemen
understood why.
thumbnails from
Because they thought, we're gonna have dedicated servers, so everyone's gonna connect to the server, so they're all on the same
All right,
level.
I'm putting that one on my thumbnail
No
tonight.
one's
I got a
gonna be
Supergirl video coming
no
out
one's
on the
gonna
main
be the
gamer
host to
channel.
have
All right,
a connection
caveman
advantage, but
thumbnail
it also
on.
matters how well your
Joe.
connection
It's
is
because you asked for it.
compared to
I don't make up the
or
rules,
paired
Joe.
with the server itself.
What are you
People are still gonna
and
have
his
an edge anyway.
on Millie when she's the
So if
least
someone
of
has
the
godlike
film's
internet, they're still
problem.
gonna
I
have
actually
godlike
agree with
internet.
him, by the way. She is the least of the film's problem. It's really, I don't care if it's unpopular. She is the least of the film's
So that's why you'll
problem.
see
We know
people
why.
fucking skipping
I'm so
online. in this
fucking
game,
glad
but
we didn't turn out
when I play a
like
private
that.
match, I can
And
play
then
against
we
someone in
don't
Florida.
care to appeal to the lowest
They'll
common
have
denominator
like
with that
move
shit.
perfectly on
We were
on the
raised.
map, on my screen.
If you still don't like me calling out bullshit from your idols, fuck right here. It helps engage. Hey guys, Joe was raised different. Okay? He was raised. You see this? Look how different he was raised. Right here. If this dumb thing.
Do that! Why did you do that? The whole point of this! Did you miss the whole fucking point? At the end, okay, let me say this. There's two things. I'm getting into my hate. Okay, as you can tell, I'm getting the hate. The hate.
Hey, he was raised better, guys. He was raised so well, which is why he's screaming over a female-led movie. A female-led movie.
Hate.
I wonder if working on like doing the post Skull Crusher
he was raised
push-up things. I wonder if that's gonna make my rotator cuff muscles bigger and make the
So there you
pain
have
worse.
it.
Because if it is an impingement.
So the point being is that, Joe, all you had to do.
What?
All you
The
had
what
to do was
rotator?
say,
The what?
you know
Skull Crusher?
what?
Yeah,
I
like you
really
know the
wanted
thing
this
I
movie
would
to
do
be
after
good.
Skull
I thought
Crushers
it was
just to
gonna
get the
be good.
burnout on the triceps.
And I was wrong. And all those guys that,
like,
you know,
if I have an impingement
all those guys that
with
said
the
that it was
muscle, would
terrible,
you assume that if the muscle
were
gets
right.
bigger, the impingement will
you
get
win
worse
some, you
because
lose
the muscle
some,
will now be
but
bigger?
my apologies. Those guys,
That's
they
no
got it
idea.
right and I got it wrong. That's all you got to do.
But hey, they haven't called me
And
yet,
everybody
so
moves
that's
on
fucking
from it. But
amazing.
instead, here's Joe. It's just crazy, man. And to act like these bad reviews are because men are giving us bad reviews and review bombing it. You gave it a 4 out of 10, motherfucker. What are you talking about? And go over to Criticalist. You can see what the reviews are for Supergirl on Criticalist. And let's just say it ain't good. It ain't good. 26% average score.
What?
Okay?
No, I just said why I sold my PS4 to
15%,
Spazius. And he's probably joking, but he said, I will buy you a PS4. Just find one on
75%.
Facebook Marketplace.
0. Come on, you guys. Like 0. Come on.
Go, dog.
28% from Blaine. 15%. 0. I personally don't take zeros, like, seriously. Like, come on, man. 0. I don't think that helps. Again, you're free to do it because you can do whatever you want, but 0? Come on, man. A bunch of zeros. There's Marvin with a 10. 10, 10, 40, 20, 27, 19.
Don't worry, you're working for the
Zeros.
good guys.
A lot of, like, Yankee, you gave it a 2%. The fuck,
Okay,
Yankee?
pilots, let's get
He's gonna
this
be
job
editing
done.
this video, right? Yankee gave it a. I just like, what's the lowest I've given something? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. No, I haven't given anything. Have I?
Wow, I'm sure.
Just to the very beginning. Okay.
I just have to go against 2 people with shotguns.
Okay, I did. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I did give something a 0. I thought I gave it a 5, but I gave something a 0. All right, I stand corrected. Stand corrected. Caught in 4K. Yeah. It deserved it. It absolutely. Fuck that movie. Fuck this movie. This movie belongs to burn in hell.
Whoa.
The rest of eternity. And then, fuck that movie. I even gave Man of Steel a 50%. I mean, come on. So, and you guys know I'm not Man of Steel, but I gave it a 50%. That is the only 0 I think about. Lord of the Rings all got 100%. Of course they did because it's Lord of the Rings. Snow White got a 10. Yeah, Snow White was fucking bad. Snow White was fucking bad. War of the Worlds, 15%. For the most part, I give pretty good reviews on things, but the last few films I've watched have all been. So yeah, Supergirl, Toy Story, Disclosure Day, all really bad. So that's 3 in a row. There's 3 in a row. Jeremy Wrong, those 5 gifties. What the fuck? Why do I gotta drop 5 gifties? Alright, fine, 5 fucking gifties. Hang on. Alright, there. I was wrong. I was wrong. But anyway, there is your reviews on Critical. You guys should be over there if you're not. So it's a great platform. Dan says, funny, I can gift on Rumble, but the mods are figs. What happened on Rumble? What happened? Liberty Prime says, with that stash, I take it you're doing day porn? No, that's going to be like Robert Brown says, it's too bad I'm too poor to get BO1 on PS5. That was my game that will hurt me to just play it. Having to just watch, I was absolutely final and BO1. Well, I don't know when it's coming out, but we are going to be playing it. So maybe you be able to do it by the time. Maybe. Excuse me. But either way, we're going to be playing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chad with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. And then Mark Bradley says, have you seen pics of Joe in the Supergirl costume while in a race car bed? Super big. Yes. Let me see if I can find it. I know I liked one of them the other day. So let me see. They're really good. Transferring systems to manual operation. Okay, I know oh, it's tamales. Oh no. Now that is brutal. Okay? That is brutal. With his belly hanging out. I like the one where he's in the race car. The one where he's like in the race car bed and his belly's hanging out. Some of this, I gotta scroll past some of this. Our position is compromised. I like, oh, that's tough. Good move, pilot. Is this him watching it? Gosh, man, I just don't understand this doubling, tripling, quadrupling there. He's just getting memed to hell, man. With his little Supergirl doll. His stretch marks are brutal. I think he was responding to a few of them. He was responding to a few of them trying to play it off, and it's like, Dude, you've gone too far on this bullshit, man. Dan Vicious, thank you. More gifted memberships over there on Rumble. Did you show the boot one yet? No. Is there a, like, what, joke? I gotta be careful now. Hang on. Hail Danky. All those clips you see over on D-Day Cobra 2, that's them. I don't know which one you're talking about. Ordering fighting? No. I gotta be careful because I don't want to scroll past something I shouldn't. Here he is yelling at children at a Funko Pop conflict. But I'm not gonna. I've been scrolling that feed for a while. So, Carl says, "Hey Jeremy, I hope you're doing well. Did you ever think of doing a D&D channel? I would subscribe." Well, we had a tabletop channel, but we don't have it anymore. But yeah, I cover too much between entertainment, politics, video game streams, sports. I just don't have bandwidth. You know, that's really what it comes down to. GP Baylor says, Jeremy, check out my Superman the movie review on Criticless. It's a stark contrast to what the franchise has been. I will check it out, GP Baylor. Chad Blake Carmel says, I did a cleavage one for him with some tears. I think I liked that one as well. Let me go to my likes and see if I can find it really quickly. That was a couple days ago. Yeah, oh, there it is right there. You did it to yourself, Joe. You did it to yourself. So, how many subs must I get? I don't know what you're saying, man. I don't really have mods. I don't know what they're hitting, but they're not going to let you drop it over there the whole time. It's just not going to be stretch marks tax. That's pretty bad. You need to get that off screen. Sorry, chat. Apologize for that. Okay, no more of that. We will get rid of that. Put Bill O'Reilly back on. Is it that bad? Thumbnail? Thank you. You can at least try it and see if it passes. You can try it if you want. But I'm not gonna... We'll see what happens. What game am I playing tonight? I'm not gonna play tonight, but I am planning on running Fortnite tomorrow night. Past...
Do you feel like your reaction time, like, can you tell that your reaction time has gotten worse, or you think it's relatively the same as 10 whatever years ago?
Probably wasn't that good to begin with.
Because I feel like playing this game and even Rainbow Six, I don't feel like it's gotten that much worse.
This is going to be a close game.
Mine's just pretty bad.
I wonder if our hands will get slower before our reaction time gets worse.
I haven't played a fucking first-person shooter, kind of like COD, a long time, dude. Basically, ever since I got banned from Rainbow, I haven't really played something that required reaction time like that. Shit.
This is going to be a close game.
Okay, pilots, let's get this job done.
Son of a bitch. Come on. Somebody get this fucking pilot out of here.
They're trying to corner us!
Very close. Get his ass. Come on. Get him gone.
Double killer, pilot.
Come on, man. Fucking get him. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, they're just using one-shot guns, man. Like, this shit is so gay. Fucking pistols. Fuck that is.
Well on your way to getting your Titan.
Eh, that sucked.
this.
There we go. There we go.
Stand by for Titanfall.
How'd that work though? It's on PS4 and 5. It's an old game, so would it be like the new COD systems where you, it's not like your account, it's your COD account?
I'm happy with that. I have the lowest minion kills on the team, too. All right, that's it. We are done for the night. Another awesome Titanfall. Tomorrow night, if everything goes to plan, it will be Fortnite with the boys. We got a little challenge.
I hired the right pilot, that's for sure.
All good, brother. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fire! Fire!
Bye, everyone.
Dude, that thing is so busted.
We're not ahead by much. Let's pick up the pace.
No, how did I not kill him?
Keep fighting, pilot. Your Titan's almost ready. Your Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call. Stand by for Titanfall.
RT the pilot, over here!
Of course, dude. It always happens, man. Fucking AIDS luck. This is what fucking faggot players do. They just sit in the back of the map with Titans.
Reinforcements on your stick.
They can't win gunfights, so they just have to camp the whole time.
Titanfall is being prepared. We can still catch up. Don't lose hope. Stand by for Titanfall.
Pilot mode online. Sonar pulse negate positional advantage. Warning, multiple enemy pilots attacking. Warning.
That's how we solve problems.
Critical damage. Take cover. Friendly pilot from the exterior.
I think he gets the kill. Nice.
Target neutralized. Friendly unit down. Our defenses are being compromised. Warning, hostile pilot on board. Hostile down.